If you fall in, what are you going to do? Here are some examples of how to cope. For practice sessions, if the boat has backstays, remove them. This is a controlled simulation of a capsize. Put in place appropriate safety measures. Even good swimmers can drown in cold water, as cold water impairs the ability to swim. You can reduce the risk by staying with your boat and getting as much of your body out of the water as possible. If you capsize, there are 3 key actions you must take. Get free from the boat or out of danger. Get your body out of the water. Get back to the shore or bank as quickly and safely as possible. Remember, the boat is your life raft. Stay with it, unless doing so puts you in greater danger. It is important to protect the sculler, the boat and the pool from injury or damage by entering the boat correctly. Remember, this is basic watermanship. To enter the boat, the handle end should be butting and held with the waterside hand. The bankside hand is on the rigger. The waterside foot goes onto the thwart. The bankside foot goes onto the stretcher, and the sculler sits down. To get out of the boat, the process is reversed. Stage 4 simulates a full capsize, with sculls and feet in. Start in the safe position. One handle is pulled past the body until the scull is parallel to the side of the boat. Balance is maintained by holding the other handle in the safe position, and with the helper assisting at the rigger if required. The sculler then capsizes the boat in the direction of the parallel scull. Once surfaced, it is crucial to get out of the water as quickly and as safely as possible. You have a number of options. Get on top of the boat. Get on top of another boat. Get into a launch or safety boat. Get back into your own boat. Remember, you must stay with the boat unless doing so puts you in greater danger. It is your life raft. Here are some examples of what you might do, and suggestions for when to consider using them. You may be able to straddle and paddle the upturned boat. This is good for short to medium distance, and gets the sculler mostly out of the water quickly. But it also requires a great deal of effort to move the boat, and it can be difficult to manoeuvre. Another option is to right the boat first, and then straddle and paddle it back to safety. It takes more effort to right the boat, and may not be appropriate in very cold water, but if righted, the boat will move much faster, require less effort, and be easier to manoeuvre than an upturned boat. For both methods, the sculler should be near the middle of the boat for maximum buoyancy and stability. If you are very close to the bank and in easy conditions, you may be able to tow the boat while swimming. This is appropriate when you are unable to get onto the hull, and when it will be quicker to get off the water this way. The sculler hugs the boat, paddles side on, and looks where they are going. Wading with the boat is also an option, but beware of hazards on the bottom. Leaving the boat and swimming to the bank should only be done if staying with the boat puts you in greater danger. If none of these options are viable, you should sit on top of the boat or straddle it, with as much of your body out of the water as possible, and wait to be rescued. If another boat with a solid deck is nearby, the sculler can straddle that boat and be paddled back to the bank. This works well over moderate distances in good conditions where the other sculler is strong and competent. This is buddy rescue. If self-recovery or buddy rescue is not possible, a throw line may be used. Remember, you should always keep your head above water and always hold on to the boat, unless doing so puts you in greater danger. Let go of the boat for a second and you may lose your life raft. Get free from the boat, get out of the water, get off the water, stay with the boat. It is your life raft.
Of all the rowing shells, the single scull is definitely the easiest to fall out of. Most commonly, it's a crab that will get you, pulling on the oar when the blade isn't fully square, which can pull the boat down to one side, causing capsize. If a coach is nearby and able to assist, then that's the best possible outcome. However, if you are by yourself, it is possible to get back in the boat and row it to shore.
In the single scull, basically the boat is probably upside down, in which case it needs to be turned over the right way up, and to do that they would need to tread on the rigger, which is under the water, so that then they can turn the boat over the right way up.
When riding the boat, it's important to watch out for one of the oars which might come over the top and hit you.
And then, having done that, even though the boat is full of water, they can actually grab the handles, put the two handles together, and then in an action similar to how you get out of a swimming pool, bob down in the water and then raise themselves over the boat so they can lay their body over the boat, and then they can cock a leg over and climb back in and stabilise the boat with the oars.
So, by following the step-by-step procedure, you should be able to get back in the boat in no time. Firstly, turn the boat the right way up by treading on the rigger, which is under the water. Watch the oar as you ride the boat. It could hit you in the head as the boat rolls over. Once the boat is the right way up, you can raise yourself out of the water and climb back in. When you're safely back in, use the oars to stabilise the boat and row back to safety.
They need to walk back and stay in the water, but just be aware when they come down. We'll make sure you've got some crew members down there to help them so they can